Alright, welcome to another TryHackMe video. We're on the second part of the mini-series for Billy Joel. And this takes place after blog. This one's called Revenge. This is a medium box as well. So here's the description. You've been hired by Billy Joel to get revenge on Ducky Inc., the company that fired him. Can you break into their server and complete your mission? So pretty straightforward. So Billy Joel has sent you a message regarding your mission. Download it, read it, and continue on. So we'll download that, and then we'll open up the task file. Alright, so this is Revenge. You've been hired by Billy Joel to break into and deface the Rubby Ducky Inc. webpage. He was fired for probably good reasons, but who cares? You're just here for the money. Can you fulfill your end of the bargain? There is a sister room to this one. If you have not completed blog yet, I recommend you do so. It's not required, but may enhance the story for you. All images on the web app, including the navbar, brand logo, 405, 500 pages, and product images, goes to Varg. Thanks for helping me out with this one, bud. Please hack responsibly. Do not attack a website or domain that you do not own the rights to. TryHackMe does not condone illegal hacking. This room is just for fun and to tell a story. Yeah, and just to reiterate that, don't do it. You get caught. You'll get caught. Yeah, alright, so we'll check out the email. To whom it may concern, I know it was you who hacked my blog. I was really impressed with your skills. You were a little bit sloppy and left a little bit of footprint, so I was able to track you down. But thank you for taking me up on my offer. I've done some initial enumeration of the site because I know some things about hacking, but not enough. For that reason, I'll let you do your own enumeration and checking. What I want you to do is simple. Break into the server that's running the website and deface the front page. I don't care how you do it, just do it. But remember, do not bring the site down. We do not want to cause irreparable damage. When you finish the job, you get the rest of your payment. We agreed upon $5,000, half up front and half when you finish. Good luck, Billy. Alright. So, Billy's given us some money to get in and deface a website for him. Sweet. So, Ruskin. Now the description for this room is SQL map. Now I do like to do SQL manually, but I will do the the room as intended, so with SQL map. But then at the end, after I get the root flag and I've answered all the questions, I will stick around if you want a bonus learning. If you want bonus learning, I'll show you how to do the SQLI part manually. Oh yeah, we'll talk about more about that when it comes up to it. So we've got two ports open straight away, 22 and 80. So we've got SSH and HTTP from there. Now we've just got, I think it's 3 flags. Yeah, it's only 3 flags, so it shouldn't be too bad. Now we can do. Oh, we're waiting. I'm not going to worry about letting nmap run because we know what we're working with here. But what I will do is run GoBuster 161.173. Comment.txt. Alright. So that's gone. We'll manually check it out. So this is in red here, in the middle of the screen, browser products. So we're on home products. Learn more. So we can see straight away is it's bringing up a product. Obviously from somewhere. that data is being stored, maybe in a database. And you can see up top here it's got 1. I'm guessing this is 2. You know, you can start to pick up the trend there. 3, 4. Yep, there's a 4. There are 5. There are. Don't worry, we have things under control mostly. Okay, sure. Let's just keep going. Whoa. Alright, so that didn't even look like a request. We go get now because it's SQL map. Okay, this is just giving us the same thing before anyway, so fuck that off. Because it's SQL map on the room description, we're going to follow that, and then at the end I'll show you how to do this manually. But for sakes of the the room, we'll just follow what it's trying to teach you. So we've got here is a page that we think now you could capture this request on this page on the request that this page makes on Burp Suite and save that as requirements.txt, and then but I don't mind doing it this way. So SQL map -u, put it in there. Now if you were to save that request from Burp Suite, you put -r and then the file name, and then here just simply dbs. Yes. Might not be inject. Oh, must be n boolean based blind where or having clause injectable. Do you want to skip the test payloads? Yeah. Backend is MySQL. Yes, we want to skip the other ones. Yep. Alright, so shit. Target URL appears to have 8 columns in query. Do you want to retry and find proper unit? There you go. Do you want to try for a minute? No. Fucking just keep asking until you do what it wants. No. Alright, there we go. So available databases we've got Ducky Inc. And then usual one, information schema, form schema. But for here, so we'll go SQL map -u, keep it there, and then we'll go. So now we've got the database, so we know what it is. So it's -d Ducky Inc. And then we want to go --tables. Find what tables are in Ducky Inc. Yes, mate, come on. Alright, so we got system, user, and product. So we got system, user, and product. So I want to get the users on the system, right? So SQL map user, and then we want, let's just, now you can do -- columns, Or we can just do this dash dash dump, and we can just dump all the data in that table. Alright, so there we go. So see that? What do we got? So we've got ID, email, company, username, and password. Let's dump username and password, eh? Because I don't really care about the credit card numbers. We're not in it for the money, we're in it to cause mayhem. Actually, no, fuck it. Copy this across. Now what we can do, obviously, is go through here. Get all the bloody hashes done. Fuck. Get all the hashes out. And as we are going through it, this is why I like doing it like this. What do we find? We find the first flag. So we'll get rid of that. So that was the first flag. Alright, so we have a few okay, so these are the user hashes, right? What's going on here? Why would it do that? Honestly, like, fucking cool. Okay, fuck this. Alright, so we'll go John txt this equals okay, so that's for the users. Alright. Now we don't need this anymore because we got that in an actual text file. Okay, and we got the first flag, so that's handy. What other tables were there? User, product, we don't want product, we already got user, system user. It would be handy to know the system users. So we go SQL map. Oh, you fucking idiot. Oh well. SQL map. Ducky Inc. Dump it all. That list is a bit smaller. Okay, we're not getting anything so far, so yeah, session aborted, who cares? This is the ones that I'm more interested in. These are the system users. No, let's just go. The server admin is who I want. Copy. If we can become the server admin, mate, it's game over. Remove. Alright, so John, show, crash, Inuyasha, copy. Alright, clear. Oh, fuck. Let's go login. I highly doubt a system. Is it system admin or system user? System user. Copy. Paste. Nope. Now, because it said system user, what I'm going to do. Okay. Looks like I've spelled the name wrong, haven't I? What is going on now? It just never seems to work out straight away, does it? What the fuck have I done wrong here? Alright, John. Yeah, that's definitely it. Fuck's sake. SQL map. Man, oh man. Oh, fucking hell. Server admin. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I was even saying before it'd be good to be the fucking server admin. Alright. My bad again. Oh well. Now it's gonna work. There we go. Thank God for that. Mate. Can't. Alright, there's the second flag. Holy dooly. So sudo L, our first thing on the previous checklist, and we have a whole heap of shit. So we can start. So systemctl start ducking service, systemctl enable ducking, systemctl restart ducking service, systemctl daemon reload, sudo edit ducking service. So that's what we want. Alright. So with the service, what we want to do, we want to keep exec start, but everything else. So now to get rid of a line, just Control K. So Control K, Control K, keep exec start. Everything else can just go, like it doesn't matter. Alright, so there we go. Get rid of this, get rid of this, and get rid of this. Alright, this is pretty simple. So what we're going to do, we're going to replace exec start with what we want it to do when the server starts up. Okay, so it's pretty much all we're doing. The vulnerability is we're going to restart the service. We're going to change the configuration. We're going to reload the daemon, and then we're going to restart the whole server. So once it restarts, this obviously happens when the server starts, you know. And what's going to happen? What we're going to put in there is we're just going to change permissions. So we're going to put a bit set on bin bash. So we can just bin bash -p and we'll be root. Pretty simple, but it's very effective. So bin shell -c chmod +s bin bash, and that's all we need. Now you see some people, they put like more things in here, but don't overcomplicate it, eh? So we want, where is it? Sudo daemon reload. This one. Sudo reload. And that'll reload. So what we just put in, that'll reload the date. Yeah, you know what I mean. We'll reload it. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then we want to restart. And then we want to restart the service. You don't want to enable it. You don't want to start it. You just want to restart it. Copy. Shit. Sudo. What? It says it right there. systemctl. Huh. Now, to check if it worked, instead of just doing bin bash p, you can just ls bin bash. And here you can see it's got the so it's owned by root, but it's got the bit set, okay. Hence why it's red now, because it's a big it's a big vulnerability. But yeah, bin bash p id 0 root. We are fucking root. cd root. Wait, did I get? Yeah, we already got the second one, eh? There's no flag. Oh, that's right. So we have to deface the website. cd ducky inc templates index.html. Alright, from here you can just hold in Control K and it will just delete all that. Shit, don't work now. And we got flag 3, so flag 3.txt. Mission accomplished. Alright, so that's that. Now, what I'm going to do, because now this won't work, because we've just defaced it, so it legit won't work. We've proper fucked it. So I want to show you how to do, if you want to stick around. So that was pretty quick. If you want to stick around, I'm going to show you how to do manual SQLI with the room. So I'll just stop it and I'll restart it. But yeah, that's the that room done. It's not too bad. Now a really good thing to learn is, say, hacktricks.xyz for SQL injection is really good, and they've got a lot of info on there, and it's fucking good shit. If it wants to add to me bookmark. Dear. Alright, here we go. So great, added fucking twice in it. Okay, so back to where we were. Now, the easiest way to see if you got SQL injection vulnerability is put the old quote in, and we get an error. So you can see this is a server error. So back to safety. Now, so we know there's SQL there, right? We know that that's there. So yeah, obviously you can try all these different things, but we nailed it from the first one. So anyway, moving on. Don't worry about comments. Yeah, or you can confirm with logical operation. So here we go. Oh, actually, we'll start off with this one because this is how most people do it. So with the quote after it, and then things that follow. Okay. Sometimes it can get you into trouble. So we'll go. Now that still produces. Now this is supposed to be true. Okay, so it's supposed to bring up. It's supposed to not be false. But we get a fault. We get an error. I'll show you. Now if we go for this one, copy that. Take this away. And we get something. So the only difference there was the quotation mark being there and not being there. So without the quotation mark, it doesn't come up with an error. So, you know, we might have to do the queries without the quotation mark, you know, or you can test it with, so this is the same as, you know, having a quotation, but it's got a double quotation. If this pulls an error, then it's something to do with the quotation mark. They could have, you know, a WAF, you know, they could be stopping things from, could just be causing an error because they got things forbidding it, you know, that could be a bad character. You know, this is a false statement, but let's have a look. No, come on. The only one that worked was the true statement with no quote. So there. Alright, now the next one. So we know we're going to do it without quotation marks, right? You could also confirm it with sleeping. But we got a response. It looks like we're getting visual responses, so we don't need to do that. Here we go, union based. So will this work? Now we've seen from SQL map before, and but I know how many columns there are, but there's 8 columns, okay? So, but if we take away this, the quote, bad demo. Okay, you see what happened when we come to 8? It worked, okay, without the quote. Now, just to confirm, put that quote back in there, and we get an error. So we were correct on our first assessment that, right back up here, yeah, right here, that this was the only one that worked, okay? So yeah, that's how we knew that we had to do it without the quotation mark. But we can do it, so we can do it with, you can do it however you want to do it. You can do it order by, and get the columns. You can do group by, you can do union select null. You know, once you get the null, so I'll show you. So how to explain, eh? No. Doesn't look like the null ones are working. Because that is past the amount. But I know. Oh, you know why. So that's 9 bloody nulls. And that's 8. But yeah, so obviously one unit select null, and it'll keep coming up as errors until you hit the right amount of columns. And then when you go past that column, if you go past that right amount of columns, it'll give you an error. So from there, then you take out the nulls and you replace it with the number value. So okay. Oh, what the fuck is going on here? Group concat. Concat schema name from information schema. Is that because it's fucking true? Hang on, -1. There we fucking go. Okay. I forgot that the first statement can't be true yet. Alright. So I didn't have to do it that way. Just ignore that. Sorry, I was just troubleshooting. So this is what happens when you bring it up originally. So we get this, right? So we found how many columns, then we added the negative to the 1 to make it, not the right value. What you can see here is 2's popping up. We got 3. So we can get information come up where the 2 is or where the 3 is. I'm going to use where the 2 is because that looks really convenient. And we do database, which will give us a database name. So we got Ducky Inc. Alright. So from there, so that's just another way to do this one. I prefer to do it this way than to do it this way. But the next 2 ways I'll do it how it has here. So we'll do group concat. So take database away. Keep the brackets there because we'll need them in a minute. Okay, group concat table name from from information schema dot tables. You can just copy that part there. Copy. Ducky Inc. So we've got three tables: product, system, user, product, system, user, and user. As you can see, we're pulling out the same. Let's check the time. As you can see, we're pulling out the same information that we pulled out using SQL map. This is just a less lazy form. It's not really about being lazy, I suppose. If you know how to do it, there's no harm in using SQL map, but you need to be able to do this manually. Because if you don't, you're just hurting yourself, really. And then to get the columns from those, so these are our tables, right? So we've got product, system, user, and user. Alright, so we'll forget product because I really don't care what products they got. Yeah, user. So user, what do we got? We have, now to get the columns, column name, information schema dot columns. Where it's not table schema, it's fucking table name. Table name equals user. Okay, there we go. So we've got ID, username, password, credit card, email, company, host, you just copy, paste. Then while we're here, system user ID, username, password, email. Now, once we've got all the, so we've got the tables and we've got the columns that are contained inside our tables, right? Tables and columns behind it. Now, to pull that information out, we need to, we've got -1 union select. Now, sometimes, yeah, so you need to use pluses in between them and like double pluses sometimes. But we're lucky here because we don't have to. Union. And then you have to URL encode it, mate. It can get fucking hectic. Union select all. Nah, I like doing it this way, 2, 3. Alright, so that's our basis. So we want to pull it up where the 2 was again. And we'll go group concat. Now, group concat keeps all this information in the one area. Okay, if I wasn't to use group concat, shit would just be fucking everywhere, right? And it just it would be so bad, man. So we can just literally copy this, put that into here. Now, where do we want this from? We want this from user. All right, what have I done? Alright, let me see. Let's go ID and username. Okay, so there we go. I think I might have had users on there, not user. So ID, username, password, email, copy. There we go. And to get a better look at it, just come straight here. And then that's easier to copy as well. You know. But yeah, so that's that. What else is there? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless you wanted to, so let's do the system user one. There we go. So yeah, same thing. It's just done manually, you know. So yeah, and I haven't seen anyone do. I've had a look on a few other walkthroughs on YouTube. I haven't seen anyone do this one manually, and I don't know why. I think the thing that throws a lot of people off at the start, if they were going to try and do manual for this one, is the, like, if they were just coming here and just generically skipping straight down to this part, copy pasting this, copy pasting that, copy pasting this, you know, it won't work. Like, you just start from the start. Obviously, that's down here. You know, this really helps. Testing these different things, you know, because then you get an understanding of what's going to work. A false statement, a true statement, you know, quote, double quote. Man, you might need some of these things. You never know. But yeah, anyway, that's a little bonus for this room. Getting a chance to practice SQLI manually, and hopefully you learn something, because yeah, when I was first learning this, I had no idea about it, but now obviously there's no other video. I couldn't find any information on any walkthroughs written up, like write-ups, or videos. So yeah, anyway, that's that. So please like, subscribe, tell your friends, everything that I always say. But yeah, thank you.